Alright Scapers, let's get down to business. Do you want a drop log like this with 108 Crest of Zaros and 116 Dragon Rider Lances? Well, I've got a guide for you today. I won't be going over any in-depth details about it. I'm just going to show you what I do and how I fight Vindicta. This is just going to be a quick one, so right off the bat we'll go through the inventory. For this setup you'll need potion reservoirs and your highest overload. Elder overload salves are the best. Anything that gives you prayer renewal points and prayer points in general is going to be very handy. You'll need your Death Warden Nexus. You'll need a Ancient Elven Ritual Shard, Enhanced Excalibur, a little bit of food. I am using the RS Anniversary Cake as well, just for an instant heal. But yeah, just bring your best food if you want. You shouldn't be using any of it. This is a complete AFK guide for Vindicta, so we'll be going over some other things as well. For gear, you need 3 pieces of Crypt Bloom armor. This is for Animate Dead. Your best necromancy robes, I'm using the robes of the first necromancer. You'll need an Amulet of Souls, and a Ring of Death is very handy here. Because we are AFKing, if you do die, your screen will flash white when you do drop to 0 HP, and the Ring of Death will save you. That'll allow you to teleport out, go to the bank, re-gear if you want, or just go straight back to the boss fight. It is very handy. The Amulet of Souls is a must because you need the extra 10% protection on Protect from Magic, so you'll definitely need that as well. Runes for Animate Dead. Your God Book, any God Book but the full book I think is alright, but I just use the Scripture of When as it's pretty cost effective. Your best in slot cape that you've got, and your best in slot Omni Guard or Lantern. So I'm using the Omni Guard and Soulbound Lantern. So yeah, perks on the gear, I'm just using Biting for, Demon Slayer, which you won't need here, Devoted for, Impatient for, and Crackling and Relentless, as well as Invigorating for an Undead Slayer. So I don't have this. I don't know if Dragon Slayer works on Vindicta, but something to look into if you want to do that. Action bar, you want Summon Your Undead Army, so I'm using all 4 for this. You definitely want to have your Conjure Ghost in the first part. Then I have my Death Skulls, Touch of Death, Reprisal, Finger of Death, and Sacrifice for a bit of healing, Soul Sap, Conjure Skeleton Warrior, that's just for his ability, and Debilitate. Debilitate will help you just survive a bit longer. The kill times we're looking at are between 40 seconds to a minute. Usually I average 50 seconds to 55 second kills. So anyway, let's get into it. Also, I just want to mention I did forget to talk about the legendary pet, so you must have a legendary pet for this method to work completely AFK. You don't want to be missing any of the drops, and the legendary pet will be picking them all up for you. First thing, I'll show you where I go to get the kill count required for this. If you intend to do a lot of Vindicta, I recommend coming over to here. Just stand here and attack one of them. Sometimes you may have to click again to attack, but there have been times where I've been on 0 kill count and just been attacked like I am now, and it just keeps going. So yeah, don't be afraid to just stand there and use Animate Dead if you're worried about taking a bit of damage. It'll help you here as well. So let's go back to the boss. Also, for this method you will need Penance or Vampirism. If you don't have those, it is still doable, although less AFK. You seem to die occasionally with that setup. So all we do, we just traverse here, have it on the fastest spawn option. Let's go in. I just like to place myself in the middle like that. I click my Animate Dead, I put my Protect Magic on, and Sorrow if I'm using my Penance Aura. I won't put the Sorrow Curse on if I'm using Vampirism, because your prayer just won't last. So right now we'll do a kill. As you can see, taking a heap of damage at the start, but you'll see that it doesn't matter. We'll go through. Oh, and it'll help if I also drink my overload. So don't forget to do that. If you forget to do your overload or anything like that, you may die. But yeah, your Ring of Death that's why you have your Ring of Death. It will save you here, and then you can just teleport out, go to a bank, remove the death effect that drains your HP, and then come back. as you can see, I'm basically back at full health. The relics I go over, a very important relic you'll need is... Oh, there you go, a Dragon Rider Lance on the first kill, if just for this video. So yeah, I was just about to go over the relics. The relics you're going to need is Persistent Rage, I believe it is, that regenerates your adrenaline. You need to have that at 100% at the start of each kill, because your death skulls will have cooled down by that point, and it basically goes through this rotation perfectly every time. So let's see if we can't get a back-to-back Lance or Crest of Zaros. I think it's very unlikely, but who knows? I think it's a 1 in 250. If you haven't got the full reputation, I do recommend getting that. It'll increase your drop rate significantly. I think it goes from 1 in 500 to 1 in 250, I think. But I haven't checked those rates in a very long time. If you're struggling to get the reputation, buy the green anima shard from the traveling merchant. I do recommend trying to do those dailies. I say that, and I'm very bad at doing them myself, but definitely do your dailies. Buy that green anima shard and just give it to the Zaros general at the center of this dungeon, God Wars Dungeon 2, and that will get to full pretty quickly. I did it so long ago, I can't even remember what full is for it. Here we go. Is it a back-to-back? No, it's just some sharks. But that's alright. As you can see though, 58 seconds on that kill. I'll just go down and check the previous 57.6 seconds for the kill before that. So about a minute to kill, and then maybe 10 to 20 seconds to respawn, whatever the respawn timer is. So yeah, I think you average about 40 kills to 45 kills an hour. But yeah, it's just a fully AFK boss. So all you've got to do is make sure your animate dead is up, your overloads or prayer renewal, more importantly, is up, and you'll be fine. You will live. But as I said, if you do die, your Ring of Death will save you if you have it. If you don't have a Ring of Death, with all this equipment, it does cost you about $500,000 to reclaim from Death's office, so not the end of the world, especially when you're killing Vindicta for the Dragon Rider Lances and Crest of Zaros. So one drop at the moment just saves me heaps of money there. So yeah, but you don't die that often if you stick to the guide. If you do have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. I'll keep an eye on that and answer them as best I can. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. There will be more content to come in the future. Until next time, see you next time. Real quick, this will also happen occasionally. You will get a drop from the, I think it's the rare drop table, which is 41 soft clay. I don't know why my legendary pet prioritizes that over the dragon bones, but he does. I did also forget to mention as well that you will need a legendary pet. This will just make it way more AFK. You don't want to have to be picking up the drops or missing the drops occasionally. So make sure you do have a legendary pet. I think even the base model will do, just with the item pickup feature on it. It is a very big must. You must have that if you want to be AFK at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.